Hello there, Auntie Breezy's here, and today I'm going to be reading Leif and the Fall by Allison Sweet Grant and Adam Grant with illustrations by Merrilee Liddiard. Let's begin. Leif is a leaf, a small green leaf with browning edges who lives in a big oak tree. The breeze is blowing harder, Leif says to himself. The days are getting shorter. It's nearly fall. Leif knows that in the fall, leaves fall from the trees, and Leif is worried. I don't want to bump my head, Leif says to his friend, Laurel. I don't want to skin my knee. I do not want to fall. Let's figure out a way for you to catch yourself, Laurel says. All the leaves fall in the fall, the other leaves say. But Leif is determined, and with Laurel's help, he comes up with a plan. The next day, Leif and Laurel gather twigs and build a net. Now you can use the net to catch yourself, Laurel says. But the holes in the net are too big, and Leif is too small. He would slip right through. Leif tosses the net down to the ground below. You're wasting your time, the other leaves say. All leaves fall in the fall. But Leif comes up with another plan. This time, Leif and Laurel gather vine to secure Leif to his branch. Now, no matter how strong the winds blow, you'll be able to hang on, Laurel says. But Leif accidentally wraps himself up too tight. Help, he cries. I'll get you out, Laurel says, and hurries to help Leif wriggle free. Leif tosses the vine to the ground below. You're wasting your time, the other leaves say. All leaves fall in the fall. But Leif comes up with yet another plan. This time, Leif and Laurel build a kite out of bark and moss. You can soar your way down and land in a nice soft patch of grass, Laurel exclaims. But the tail of the kite gets tangled in the branches, and Leif ends up going nowhere at all. You're wasting your time, the other leaves say again. All leaves fall in the fall. He tosses the kite to the ground below. But still, Leif tries again. A swing, a trampoline, a parachute. Leif tries everything he can think of. But none of his ideas quite work, and they all end up tossed to the ground below. Leif hangs from his branch, feeling very disappointed. Laurel is sad too. You had a lot of good ideas, Laurel says. We told you, taunt the other leaves. You were just wasting your time. All leaves fall in the fall. Days pass. The air grows cooler. The wind blows stronger. Leif's edges turn browner. All leaves fall in the fall, he thinks, and he feels as if he has failed. Leif hangs from his branch, shivering and afraid. Laurel gives him a squeeze. All of a sudden, the wind churns. The branches shake. And with one large cold blast, Leif can hang on no longer. And Leif falls. Right onto his pile of discarded ideas. All the ideas that Leif threw away, the ones he'd tossed to the ground because he thought they'd never work, made a structure tall enough and strong enough to stand on. Leif cannot believe his eyes. He stands up and smiles. Then he grabs Laurel's hand, and together they walk right down to the ground below. I hope you enjoyed this book as much as I did. I love you, and never stop reading. Bye-bye.